a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beauty a rich man's world, a rich man's world. Beautiful land, but a rich man's world.
Hey yo, supremely full of it. Ha ha!
And we are back.
Yes, we are.
Supremely Full of It podcast.
Yes, sir.
Back with another episode.
Supreme Team.
They call me Dyer.
And I be your boy Nine. Yes, sir.
How we doing today?
I'm good, man. You know.
Another
I'm
day.
good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just got some stuff on my mind today, man.
Which,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah. So look, let's just do it like this. Today's episode is called What She Said.
Let me be like you now.
Yeah.
What she said.
I do be doing that, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
I do be doing that, man. Yeah, what she said.
What she said.
Yeah, because it wasn't he.
It was not he.
It was she.
It was she.
So what we gonna do today, man? We gonna listen to a video, have a little dialogue about it, and then we'll follow up with a question I got.
All right.
Women should never ask a man to provide more than he can provide. That's wrong. A woman should always live within the man's means. And if the man has the means, great. If he doesn't, don't ask for it. And if you want more, work together to build it up.
A very short and sweet video. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off by saying this. She said it, not me.
What'd she say, Nye?
My question to you is, do you agree with what she said?
If the woman wants the man to lead, then I would say yeah.
Okay. But what if that leading isn't in what if her wanting things out of him? How do you go about, you know what I'm saying, like giving her what she wants if all you can provide is what you have?
Then I think she should she date a man off of potential? Like she sees the way his life is going?
But okay.
Or should he already be there? Because my thing is this: if you want a man to pay all the bills,
right,
then the income then y'all bills should be based off of his income. Now, if you want more of a lifestyle, then maybe his money could cover the bills and your money could cover the lifestyle.
Okay.
That's why she said build together.
So are you saying that in all cases that the man's ability to pay bills should be his sole duty?
No.
Okay. Because the reason why I'm asking is, okay, so in most cases when people get married, they're in two separate situations already.
Right.
So in most cases when you get married and you come together, normally both parties are coming together with something. Financially, I should say.
Right.
Okay, so what she was saying is you should live within the man's means. Does that also mean her means as well?
Well, that's why I say if she wants the man to lead, then yes. Or both of y'all should have the same means, period. Like find somebody who lives life like you. If you live below your means, find somebody who lives below their means. If you a homebody, find somebody who's a homebody.
Now, do you think it's wrong though for a wife that married a guy in a particular bracket or a particular situation to ask for things that she know he can't get?
If things in life has changed, like say you making a certain amount and that's been good for the whole time, but y'all have a kid now, maybe that same amount not gonna be good enough for the three of y'all.
I can agree with that.
I'm glad you can.
Yeah, I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do to make sure that the family is where they need to be.
Right.
But does that include what she wants?
No, it should just. I don't base my income off of wants. It should be off of needs because needs are more important. So if all your needs are met, your wants is a bonus.
Right.
Your wants shouldn't, in my opinion, if y'all married, it shouldn't end y'all marriage. Or even a relationship, be honest with you, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I feel you. My thing is too, like, how is a female supposed to gauge what she wants out of a guy? You know what I'm saying? Based off of that statement that she made. Because like you asked before, like, do you marry somebody based on their potential or where they are or where they're headed? The answer to that, in my opinion, is you won't know.
Right. But some people, like I said a couple podcasts ago, they want you already made. So they want to see you at the finish line when you're already successful and have everything.
So they don't want to be a part of the building process.
Some people don't.
Yeah, they just want it already made up.
But can you blame people for not wanting to be a part of the building process?
Okay, so why?
Say you grew up not having much. You don't want to be in a relationship starting off not having much. That's just one way. You know what I'm saying? Like you've already lived this life as a kid and a teenager. Now that you're an adult, you don't want to struggle. So you may want to find somebody who's already, you know.
And I feel you.
off.
I feel you. Then don't get in a relationship with that person.
Right.
And you know what? That go both ways though. Some men will marry women that need help. And then marry them and then hate the fact that they have the help.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah.
Say it again?
You'll have men that will marry women that need help,
They need help?
but they marry them and then don't want to help.
Do they think that they being a gold digger or something? Like,
I mean, that could be.
You're too needy?
Yeah, that could be a thing. But like I said, if she was in this position when you married her, the only way that she gets out of that position is with you.
Right, because now you in that position with her because y'all married now.
Exactly. So it happens on both ends where somebody can marry somebody and have an issue with where they were when they got married.
Well, if that's the case, should you help that person before you get married?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends. In my opinion, that's where you should see the potential in that person when you're doing that.
But should you really date off of potential though?
I think you should date off of I don't know what word to use to best describe this, but I think you should base your decision on what you know the other person wants and their drive to do so.
Okay.
I should say.
That's why I would say base it off of the conversation that y'all have had, where they want to be in life, and if they have a plan or an idea on how to get there.
Right.
Like all that comes down to just having a simple conversation. You shouldn't date somebody and then wonder, okay, where are we going? That should already be established in the talking phase.
Okay, let me ask you this. Can a man date a woman that's in like Section 8 housing and never worked because she didn't have to? Never had any drive to do so. Do you think that she will be able to help him in any type of way?
Me personally, I want to say no, but it all depends on what he wants. It all depends on what he wants.
She might be able to fry a mean chicken nugget.
She may be able to slap the bologna on the pan, you know what I'm saying? And cut the corners off, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Some people, and I'm not knocking people that's there. My thing is, I do know some people that have married people in that position, and they they would tell you that it's the best wife ever.
I mean, possibly because they don't want to go back to where they came from. So they would do anything to keep where they're at now.
But see, my thing too, the reason why I brought that up on that end is because I want some females to understand that in not all cases, because the man's money ain't long, it isn't because of something that he also have done wrong. Sometimes you're in a position because that's just where you're at. But it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. But if you do decide to stay there, is that wrong?
As long as you're taking care of, as long as you can support yourself, and I don't know, man.
Like, okay, so say a man, like, you know, he on his job and he just like that job. He don't want to do anything else. His income is taking care of him. He's doing his whatever. He gets married. She comes along and she says, "Okay, everything is taken care of, but I want more."
If he wasn't offering more in the beginning or showed that he wanted more, then you can't ask for that. That's my opinion. Because that's like, you know, that's like him saying, you know, "Hey, babe, tonight I want to try something different. I want to put it in that one hole." Now, if you wasn't doing that in the beginning, she can say, "Was you doing that back then?"
Yeah, like what you talking about?
Right. So why you gonna do it now?
What people don't understand too, man, is like when you get married, when you marry somebody in the state that they're in, that's your standard.
That is a fact.
That's your standard. You can't expect anything more. The only thing that you can be upset about is if you get anything less than that.
That is a fact.
So I don't understand where this notion is that, you know, when I get a husband, that everything that I want, he should be giving me.
But the man should be should level up. You know what I'm saying? As time goes by.
Then you should have waited.
Until he reached his final form.
You should have waited then. You should have waited. And you know what? Honestly, in most cases, if you would have waited, he wouldn't have married you. Because when he got to where he wanted to be at, his options opened up.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. You have to be careful on pushing people to be certain things.
Yep.
Because if a person turns into what you asked him to turn into, who says that person has room for you in their life?
And then too, I see this too sometimes. You need to work more to bring more money in. But then you work more to bring more money in. Well, you need to spend more time with me and the family.
You have to pick a struggle.
Bruh, which one is it?
You have to pick a struggle.
Do you want money or do you want more time? What do you do with that?
But then you get cheated on for not being around all the time.
Ooh. Question number 2 from the last episode. Ooh, I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, you right. I ain't gonna
go back
bro,
to
you
it.
you didn't touched on it again, bro.
All right,
but
G.
it's cool. But you absolutely right though.
All right.
Which struggle is it? Which one do you want?
I mean, everything in life comes with a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to make sure the person that you is sacrificing for is worth that sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Here go a question. Do they want you to make more money and stay away from the house because they getting everything they need from someone else?
But why you always go there, bro? Bro, for a married man, you always thinking somebody cheating, bro.
Hey man, I'm just asking the question, man. That's all, man. I think other people want to know that too.
I mean,
Question number 2 from last episode.
but that burned, didn't it?
That hit home.
But I mean, everybody. That's the whole point. She said, if you want more, work together.
Yeah.
So you can't expect 2 heads are better than one.
Mm-hmm.
2 incomes is better than one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get to a certain level at a certain time, both of y'all can work together to speed the process up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you waiting for the man or the one whoever, if you waiting on one person to do the process, then you need to be waiting then. So you need to have patience.
Yeah, for sure. So I like what she says because this notion of, my money is her money and her money is her money is out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't listen to that or when people say happy wife, happy life.
Nah.
I don't take advice from people who say those 2 things.
Nah. Happy spouse, happy house.
All right. What did I heard this on YouTube. What did dude say? He said, happy husband, we ain't effing fussing. And I felt that in my spirit.
And you felt it deep
You know what I'm
down
saying?
in your core.
I felt that because I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we ain't fussing.
Oh, man.
But I just think, like she said, I think, not word for word, but she said, like, whatever that man brings, don't ask for more.
Mm-hmm.
So going into a marriage or a relationship, should you have a set number on the amount of money that you want your spouse to make?
A set number doesn't make any sense to me.
Why not?
Okay. People not going to like me for this, especially some ladies ain't going to like this, but having a set number, in most cases, the number you are requiring for a person to have to enter a marriage or relationship with is generally below yours.
Okay.
So, what you are asking is for a man to come into your life and bring more than you have. So essentially, you're asking that man to downgrade while you upgrade. And you know what? That's okay.
I'm not saying this, people.
Hold on. And you know what? That's okay.
You chose violence today, didn't you?
I'm just trying to be real with people, man.
Okay, go ahead.
What's wrong with you asking a man to have what you have? Why is it always more? You were asking for somebody to be in a whole nother tax bracket than you. You know, I just don't understand that.
I'm with you. Keep going.
So I don't understand where people think that they deserve something that don't belong to them anyway.
Right. I think this is just from what I've seen. The women that I've talked to, the women that I know, they only ask for you to bring the same thing that they bring to the table. That's so I don't know if that equates to more than what they have or the same, but they just say that they want you to have the exact same thing that they have.
Yeah.
Because, okay, that's like they have a car, so you need to have a car. They have a job, you need to have a job. That's why I said, do you need a set amount? Because you could say, I want somebody to have a job. Okay, they can have a job, but you make it 70,000 and they making 40,000. Does that person still meet your needs because they have a job?
My thing, the way I look at it, bro.
I'm trying to be nice, people.
The way I look at it is, whatever you bring monetarily and you because you work, I see it as it's more than what I had.
Right.
If I bring 70,000 and you bring 40, I'm seeing 110.
But in today's world, people like that still ain't enough. If you know how to budget,
It's enough. It's definitely
you know what I'm
enough.
saying, and you live below your means, yeah.
I don't understand on the other end, man. Like, let's reverse it. A lot of women want this guy to make all this money, but then you find out they with a guy that don't have nothing.
True.
I've seen that.
True.
They complain he not working. He an alcoholic. He's always on the game. He blah, 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 XYZ. And he ain't doing nothing for himself. But then your standards for someone else is to be a millionaire?
This is my thing. See now your violence is rubbing off on me.
Hey, man.
Because this is what I'm about to say. If you have a kid with somebody who, you know, I'm trying, bruh. I don't want to say a bum, but if you have a kid with somebody who don't have nothing going for themselves, and then y'all break up, and then all of a sudden your standards are extremely high, so the next guy has to have this type of job making this amount of money, because now you have a kid to take care of. And at some point, you're going to expect that man to put in on raising this kid, because if y'all getting serious, then that's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? But the guy that you had kids with didn't need to have that. And you gave him the highest honor that you could give that you can give a man. But the next guy gotta be making XYZ amount of money because you have kids now. So you didn't have that same standard with the guy that you should have had the standard with. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with your point.
That's all.
But let's go a little further.
I don't want to.
Nah, let's dig a little deeper, bro. I'm going to be honest. I understand that standards change because of previous situations.
Oh, this is a bad episode.
I get it. I get the standards change, right?
Right.
But my thing is, like you said, you will expect the one that you have this standard for to come in and save things, while you still don't expect the person you had the kid with to do anything.
True. You have higher expectations for the next person.
Yes.
Than the person you actually should have had the expectations with.
Facts.
But then people say, well, I've grown, I changed, I'm not the same person, but that doesn't erase what is.
All I know is that men and women alike need to have realistic expectations. Realistic ones. Ask yourself what it is you can do for somebody else and not so much what somebody else can do for you.
Yeah.
And then you may find what it is you're looking for at that point.
I'm pretty sure I've said this on the podcast before, but if I haven't, I'm about to say it now. When you get into a relationship, if you're not in it to make the other person's life easier, why are you there?
And if that's not the case, you're only there to take.
Right.
Okay. I got one last question for you before we get ready to wrap it up, bro.
Okay.
Do you think that a baby mama and a baby daddy can be best friends?
No.
Emphasis on best friends.
No.
Why?
Because they're baby mama and baby daddy now. Like, that's y'all title now. So that whole best friend thing, no, especially if both of y'all get into relationships. Nah, you can't tell me that's your baby daddy and that's your best friend. Nope. Nope. As a matter of fact, this is something that's happened to me. I was talking to a woman like a few years ago. And like, she told me that her baby daddy was like sleeping on the couch. And I'm like, I was like, why is that? Oh, because he didn't have nowhere to go.
That's her best friend, though.
Right, but what got me is when she said this. That's my child's father. I'm always going to help him.
Yep.
That right there, I was just like, cool. I hope you got room for another friend. Because that's what I was going to be.
And see, that's my thing, bro. I hear women say that, and like I hear dudes say, you know, that's BM. I'm always gonna have her.
I think people use the whole baby mama, baby daddy thing as an excuse. Because, I mean, just because y'all got kids together, that don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. If y'all talk more than if y'all talk, how can I say this? If y'all talk other than about stuff about the kids, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Because if y'all broken up, all y'all should talk about is the kids. I don't want to see no text messages, no phone call. How you doing? How's your day? What you watching? What you doing today? None of that.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's the likelihood of a baby mama and a baby daddy being in a relationship with other people? What's the likelihood of them actually cheating on the person that they're with if they're best friends?
With each other? I mean, if they're best friends, it's very likely because they still have somewhat of a warm connection.
Warm.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Like they still stop doing that. They still feel like yeah, we could have been all right. You know what I'm saying? Like if something happened with the kid and they got to come together for a minute to do something or whatever, they could be jokingly, but they could be like, you know what, man, we was all right back then. You know what I'm saying?
I think the likelihood is high, especially when they talk to each other about the other two.
So like the baby daddy talk to his baby mama about his girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's
out the chain.
Then why y'all get back together, bro?
It's whack.
Like just if y'all have that joking relationship about it. No, my nigga, you still like her, and she still like you.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't no such thing as being best friends with your baby mama, baby dad.
Me personally, I need you to hate him.
Mm.
I don't need you to hate him because y'all got a co-parent. But like I said, I don't want that friendly stuff. Nope. I done been there before. I done dated a woman who every time she seen her baby daddy, she gave him a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, that hug stuff don't work for me.
My thing is, what makes it even more difficult is the fact that they don't make the baby daddy or baby mom respect the other person that you with, though.
Right.
Because like you said, the hug thing, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. But she was like, it's just a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but what if all y'all hug each other?
Man, come on.
What? I'm just asking. Like,
come on, bro.
What?
Come on.
What if you hugged his girl? What if she hugged him and then you hugged his girl?
Okay, let me ask you this then. This is kind of off the topic, but say you met your baby mama's new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Or your baby mama met, you know what I'm saying, your new woman or whatever. And both of y'all felt like they was downgrades. Would you be like, man, why you with that bum? You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, you asked
she
me.
Gonna be like, why you with that hoe?
You asking me personally?
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't care because if we broke up, it's generally a good reason why we did.
I feel you.
So I don't care what you do, and if I felt like it was a downgrade, okay.
Me personally, if I meet, you know what I'm saying, my girl's baby daddy or whatever, and I feel some type of way about him, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's a downgrade. You need to stop playing. Come on home. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna do that. Bruh. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just playing. As long as you happy, that's what I'm gonna say. If she asks me like, so what you think of him? As long as you happy.
Oh my goodness.
As long as you happy.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say long as you happy.
I mean, if she asked me, but yeah.
If they asked me that, I'd be like, you the one with him, you the one gotta like him.
Nah, because she know that deep down, I may want to grill, but I'm not. I'm just gonna say, as long as you happy.
All right. Come on home.
Come on home, man.
You fumbled the bag, woman.
Hey,
Come
man,
on home.
I'm just saying, when you with me, you feel like you at home, bro.
Man, any final thoughts, brother?
Stay at home. If you nah, just if you call your baby mama or baby daddy your best friend, y'all need to have a serious conversation about why y'all broke up and why y'all not together. That's all I got.
I think if you call each other best friends, man, y'all just keeping the door open for whatever reason.
That's true too.
Because it sounds like it's more than just about the kids.
I feel you on that.
You shouldn't have time for your baby mama or baby daddy when you in a relationship with somebody else. Your call log shouldn't have your baby mama or baby daddy number in it more than your girlfriend's or boyfriend's number.
The only time y'all should be talking if it got something to do with the kids, man.
And it has to be important stuff about the kids.
But that's subjective.
Nah.
Not because, like, say you may think something's important, but she don't.
This is my thing. Especially
or vice versa.
If your kids talk. You should be calling your kids and talking to them.
True.
I don't think a baby mother should have to call the baby daddy unless it's an emergency.
Right.
Because as the father, you should be calling and connecting with your kids on a regular basis, and you would know all the information you need.
I appreciate that.
That's just my opinion because I've been there in my life.
I feel like this episode was
Are we gonna get to question number 2 from last week?
I feel like this was like brought over into this episode. That's
A
how I
little
feel.
bit, yeah, a little bit. I didn't really get to yeah.
We gonna go to church again next week. I just anyway, motivation. All right. Today's motivational quote comes from Kendra. There's plenty to think about, but nothing to worry about.
I like that. I like that.
Shout out to Kendra.
Unfortunately, I don't have a motivational quote today.
This mug.
Well, because, we told y'all to go hit the Facebook page and leave us some quotes. You know what I'm saying? Leave us some so I'll have a quote next week to say.
Supremely Full of It podcast on Facebook.
Yes. Supremely Full of It. Supremely Full of It at gmail.com. You can leave a quote in the email. You can leave a quote in the YouTube. Just
After
leave a
you
quote so I have
subscribe.
one next week.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Subscribe and like, for sure.
Share all that.
Because when I read your quote, I'm going to go to your page and see if you did it.
All right.
I appreciate it.
We thirsty for subscriptions, likes, shares, all that.
For sure.
Good show, man.
Yeah. It's all good, brother.
Well.
Say it one more time.
Well, bruh. All right, they call me Dyer.
And I be your boy Nime.
Supremely Full of It podcast.
Yes, sir. And we out.